Hey guys, it's Kevin with installment number 4 of 5 Cool Things. So today I want to talk about 5 cool podcasts. 5 podcasts that I enjoy listening to. Now, I listen to a lot of podcasts and subscribe to a lot, and I wish I could talk about more, but since the premise is 5 things, I'll talk about 5 ones that I recommend you to check out. Alright, now the topics are pretty broad on these ones, but I like to listen to a wide variety of things. As you can see here, I listen to a lot of different podcasts. Yep, for sure. First, let's talk about Q from CBC Radio. Now, probably one of my favorite podcasts to listen to, period, is Q on CBC Radio with Jian Ghomeshi. Now, Jian Ghomeshi is a really incredible host. This is an arts and culture podcast. It's actually a radio show, and it's just downright amazing. He interviews A-list guests from all around the world, singers, musicians, actors, playwrights, authors, you name it. It's pretty darn amazing. The podcast is updated 5 days a week. Each episode's about an hour long and totally worth listening to. So check out Q the podcast. The next podcast I'm going to recommend is a runner-specific one. It's called Dirt Dawg's Running Diatribe. Now, Dirt Dawg's Running Diatribe is a really awesome podcast for those interested in running. It is done by Dirt Dawg. He is the host, and he is a runner and a school administrator who lives in Detroit, Michigan. And he has a pretty regular podcast in which he basically straps on maybe his iPod, his iPhone to record. I'm not sure what kind of recording device he uses, but he puts it on, he goes running and talks. And he's an ultra runner. He's done 100-miler, 50-milers, a lot of marathons. He's a Boston qualifier. Well, he's running the Boston Marathon. So he's a very knowledgeable guy. It's a very interesting podcast. It's the kind of guy you want to hang out with and have a beer with after you've listened to a few episodes. So, Dirt Dawg's Running Diatribe, great running podcast, links below. You know, of course, I couldn't leave you guys hanging without a bit of Japan stuff. So, Japan Talk, awesome weekly podcast done by Edward Shimura. It comes out every weekend. It's news about Japan in English. Some of it's straight up serious news, some of it's quite quirky. Edward's lived in Japan for a very long time and is very knowledgeable. I believe he's a translator, and it's a wonderful podcast, Japan Talk. He also runs the Japundit website, so the links for that are below. Japan Talk, check it out for some great Japan content when it comes to podcasts. Folks, now technology. I'm into technology. I like technology. I used to be involved in it professionally before I became a teacher. And for my technology news, I listen to TWiT, This Week in Tech. Host Leo Laporte is a very insightful, entertaining host, and he always has a really wonderful panel of guests on this weekly, I think every Sunday, this weekly podcast about all news tech, which is really awesome, very interesting. TWiT, This Week in Tech. And for something that's just plain mind-numbing entertainment, SModcast. That's right, SModcast. You've probably heard of Kevin Smith, the movie director who made Clerks and Chasing Amy and Mallrats and Dogma, all those cool movies. Well, he has a podcast with his compadre, Scott Mosier, and it's basically an hour of dick and fart jokes every week. And it's damn funny. It's so funny that I often laugh out loud while listening to it on the train here in Japan, which makes for somewhat awkward situations. So, SModcast with Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier. Damn, it's funny. Maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but it's my cup of tea. It's funny. So there you go, folks. Another 5 cool things. Well, hopefully they're cool. That's right, 5 podcasts that I like and recommend. Now, you know what? There's a lot of other podcasts I listen to, which I think are really awesome as well, but this is all I could squeeze in. So all the information's below. Check the links. Cool stuff. And thanks for watching, folks. All right, so remember, folks, you can always check out what I'm up to on Twitter. Just look for JLangKev. Links below. Also, don't forget about my other YouTube channel, JLangKev. Link for that's below as well.